How's everybody doing? Happy New Year. Mike here over at the Limo Garage, and I've got our Transit here today. This is our Transit 350 HD, and today's just maintenance day, no problems or anything. Just time for oil changes and tire rotations. And I was just talking to my wife and brought up a good point to her, and she said, well, you need to do a video and tell people about that. So I've seen a lot of guys complaining about their Transits and their Sprinters and whatnot, getting 30,000 miles out of a set of tires, 25,000 miles out of a set of brakes. Let me tell you what your problem is. The problem's your driver. That's right. I won't even call him a chauffeur. I'm going to call him a driver. Because drivers are the ones that are tearing up these vehicles. These vehicles that you guys are paying shitloads of money for, and even more money to maintain and keep on the road. Guys are driving them like taxi cabs and just beating the crap out of them, alright? So this is our 2017 350 HD limo style Ford Transit, okay? It's got 35,000 miles on it now. And now that I'm doing the maintenance, I wanted to point out the fact these tires are the original tires, and they've still got 30,000 miles of meat left on them, and the brakes still look like new. It's all about how you drive the vehicles and how you take care of them. Now I'm going to show you guys so you don't think that I'm full of shit. Now, if you take a look here at this tire, look at how much tread's left in there. There's a good 30,000 miles left on that tire at least, and it's already got 35,000 miles on it. And it's got a nice even wear pattern too. And I rotate these tires every 5,500 miles. Yep, it's a dually, and the tires get rotated. That's right. It's going to save you a lot of money. Now, if I can find my flashlight, I'll show you guys what these brakes look like. You know, and same thing with these tires too. Look at how much meat is left on that tire. Still look like new. Plenty of meat left on them. Alright? So let's take a look at these brakes here. Now, for those of you that don't know what you're looking at, this is your brake pad right here. Okay, well I'm going to spin this so you can see the rotor. Okay, that's your rotor. And then this is your pad. And then you've got the metal backing plate. So that's your inboard pad. And then in here is your outboard pad. Look at how thick. Look how thick that pad is. It's huge. You can also get a look down in here and you can see there's your outboard pad. Tons of meat. And I can guarantee you the rears look just as good. You know what? I'm going to show you. So you guys need to be training your chauffeurs. Easy on the gas. Easy on the brakes. Don't be beating the crap out of the vehicles. Because this is just costing you money. It's not necessary. So, let's get right in here. I'm going to show you the outboard pad first. Let's see if there's a way that I can do this with the camera and still actually see it. There you go. There's your pad right there. Right there up against the rotor. Look at how much meat is on that pad. Take a look at the inside pad too. Let me tell you, I'm never going to get an award for running a camera. There you go. Now you can see both pads. See how much meat is on those pads? They've still got, at least, in my opinion, 70% of their lives left. Rotors are good. They're not scored. You know what? And that's another thing you guys should be looking for. If you're checking your own brakes, take a look at your rotors. If you see scarring on here, or you see discoloration, or stress cracks, that's because your guys that are driving these things are beating the shit out of them and they're overheating your brakes. You know, these vehicles are heavy. You know, you load them up with 10, 11 people in them, you're adding that much more weight to it. So you guys start doing hard stops, you're just going to fry these things. Now I want to give you guys a quick tip that I learned a long time ago about brakes and how to save your rotors. This was actually told to me by a representative from, can't remember which brake company it was, but whatever. When I used to work in a garage, they had representatives that would come out and give little presentations about the biggest and the best and the newest things in the industry. Well, one of the presentations was about rotors, warpage, brake pulsation, and I learned something interesting that I never really realized. 90% of the time, when you get a warped rotor, it's not really a warped rotor. What has happened is you've got actually brake pad material that has been melted into the rotor, causing high spots and low spots on the rotor, and that's where you get that shake in your steering wheel and the shake coming out of the brake pedal. So, just a quick tip. Let's say you're cruising along on one of these things and you have to make a hard stop, whether it be for a quick red light or somebody pulls out in front of you or whatever. Mostly the red lights. You know, you're cruising, light changes quick, you got to hit the brakes hard, come to a quick stop, immediately put it in park and take your foot off the brake. Why? Let me explain to you why. Because while you're sitting at that stoplight for the 30 seconds or 60 seconds, however long that light takes, when you did that hard stop, you superheated your brakes. Now you're holding the brake pedal. You're just melting that brake pad into the surface of your rotor. After doing that many, many, many times, it will actually melt brake pad material into the metal on the rotor and create a hard spot and a high spot. And that's where your vibrations start coming from. So remember, quick tip. Come up to a stop, you have to brake hard, throw it in park, foot off the brake until that light turns green again. You're going to thank me someday. You're going to save your rotors, you're going to save your pads, you might even save some money. Alright guys, this was my quick tip for today. Thanks for watching Mike at the Limo Garage. I hope everybody has a prosperous 2020. Let's all kick some ass and stay safe. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys next time.